quick question for you.
Yep.
Legislation around drones. Do we have any of that?
Yes. That would fall, I believe, under the category of the Los Santos Air stuff, which I do want to do a bit of a rewrite on because it's fucking shit. Like, it's very hard to read. But we have like a drone, like, I think it falls under your like Air 1 cert shit.
Okay. We have a drone following a unit around right now, trying to figure out if we can shoot it down or.
How do you know it's not a Marshall's?
Did we ask the Marshals?
So I would argue, no, you can't. Why would you shoot a drone?
Well, we have a drone tracking offices around right now, and flying pretty low. Under, we're talking 10, 15 feet. And now it's becoming borderline hazard.
Wait. I thought you wanted to fly the drone, so hold on.
No.
Man, this is a head scratcher.
It's kind of a gray area, I assume. I was looking at that legislation.
Yeah,
I don't see exact verbiage as to heights or anything at all.
I pointed at, well, so we control airspace up to a certain amount, and then the state has airspace up to a certain amount. But the height of a drone is going to be within our airspace. I would say brother, I don't know. This is like an odd one, right? Is it someone's toy? Is it their property? Is it, where is it flying? Is it in, well, okay. You ready for this, Turner? You're not going to like it.
All right.
Is it following you guys in a publicly accessible area?
Yep.
Therefore, you guys have no right to privacy. And therefore, if you are being followed by a drone, it's well within the rights of that civilian that is flying it.
Without a doubt. But at what point does it become a hazard here? When it's flying, several feet above people's heads on high rates of speed.
Oh, well, this is a really good debate that we need to probably unravel, right? At baseline, right, I would argue that everyone has a right to fly a drone within, public space. If it's coming into, into private area, no. But now if you're adding on to that, like, is it coming dangerously close to, like, hitting them?
It's getting low. Getting to the point where I would say it's starting to get dangerously close, yeah. At
that point, you're having to assess probably reckless endangerment. Right? And shit like that. I'm being very careful here not to say, give you like a definitive line, saying, right? So,
once that line's been crossed, then we'll take action. And,
can you tase it?
It's not following us right now, so, but maybe so.
How about having a marshal get a drone and see if you can disable him?
What if they could just track it back to the owner? Just follow it, see up high.
Yeah. This is very difficult, right? It's similar to, like, someone has a camera in public, right? Yeah, you can have the camera in public, you can record it, but
I'm not worried about the fact that
someone starts swinging the camera around, now there's an issue, right?
Right. Well, I mean, public space. We can't stop someone from being in public space, seeing what we're doing. There's no expectation of privacy. I'm aware of all that. Mm-hmm. It's more the height of it being, 10 feet off the ground now and hovering over cars and hovering over people in a busy populated area such as Legion Square. That's more so my concern here.
We're talking about
for legislation to back that.
What kind of drone are we talking about? I should probably ask.
It's more of a handheld drone, maybe.
So civilian drone, right?
Yeah.
It's not like what are they called? KPVs?
I am unsure what that is.
KPVs are being used by world governments now, like militaries, because they get produced very cheaply, and they attach grenades to it, and then have the grenades drop. It's a good anti-tank measure nowadays.
I see. No, I don't. Well, I can't really identify one or the other. It looked like a small drone.
Yeah,
fairly small drone, but big enough to hurt somebody.
Is it called KPVs, sure. Chat? FPV. Yeah, FPV. I was close. Look at that.
FPV.
Yeah, they call it FPVs.
Okay, I know what a FPV is.
Yeah.
The size of those are very.
No, FPVs are very small. Yeah, they're.
Okay, it's not an FPV. It's bigger than an FPV.
Oh, it's bigger than an FPV.
Right.
Yeah.
My experience with FPVs, they can get very small. They can also get quite big as well. So.
Yeah, probably. I would say use your best judgment. I think you already get my point on it. It's at that. I think those are the main only two things that need to be balanced in your head. I don't think we need any more legislation over it unless like it gets more intrinsic. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Like, is it dangerous? Is it not dangerous?
Now,
right?
Yeah, I think there should be some legislation with a minimal height in populated areas. You know.
Let's think on that. I think you might be right.
All right.
Good
deal.
What is happening? Can I ask a little bit more? Because like you got me curious as fuck. So like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, essentially, we're driving through Legion Square.
Yeah.
And this drone started to follow us. I believe it followed him to PD. I got in the vehicle and started following us westbound down Vespucci. And
I'm gonna ask something, and this is gonna sound. I got a call from a marshal, Flores, and then Opal was with her too, and he was asking about like property rights and all kinds of stuff, and he mentioned the lighthouse, and I mentioned the document, and then and obviously he's trying to survey something, and I tried to give him a very like high level scope of why it's important to have surveillance warrants, and not everything is documented, otherwise they may get their evidence thrown out in court, right? You don't think someone's trying to like troll you guys back, are they?
Troll us back?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, like, I don't know, like you guys are looking at something and they're trying to play back type shit.
I mean, again, my worry isn't that they're watching. My worry is that the positioning of that becoming a hazard.
Let's say baseline, at least between us, I think if it's getting like 1 story high, I don't know.
It was right around that, if not lower. Yeah.
Yeah. If it looks like it's, I don't know, man. Yeah, we got to cook on this. I'm like fighting in my own mind.
I'm more or less calling for see if there's legislation that outlined it. So I don't think so. That.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
All right. No worries.
All right.
I'll keep an eye out for. Did you get any progress with the ability for me to see the legislation being written up?
Let me call it justice right now. They weren't around in the morning, but I'm going to handle it right now.
Sounds good.
All right. Easy. Appreciate it, Turner.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye. Oh, wait. Since I am updating the flight stuff, if you could come up with your opinion on what that should look like for drones, please like send it my way and we'll incorporate it.
Sounds good. I think a minimal height's a great start. So
yeah, like recommend one and maybe like find a way that it can be, because if you do like 10 feet or whatever, or like even whatever, like we need something that's clearly measurable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe higher than higher. See, if you're in a populated area, higher than light poles.
We also, and it would need to be written in a way where it's not like you can get in trouble while you're like mid-flight or landing.
Yeah, there'd have to be some verbiage. Aside from landing and taking off, the drone needs to maintain minimum elevation of 20 feet, roughly as tall as a light pole.
I think we should also, because I'm a big fan of it personally, reference how it's handled in the United States and other states. Makes it easier to digest that way, I think. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Take a look at that.
All right. Easy. I appreciate it, Tarrant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye.
Take care, Nino.